What's happening, everybody? True Evil here. So recently I made a video saying that I was going to stop making YouTube videos for Etheria Restart, not because I don't enjoy the game, but because it is extremely difficult to make guides on the game and a lot of other problems. But after having a couple of days of not making YouTube videos, I've really thought about it, and I actually have a different mindset about those, and that's why I'm going to start making videos again. And I'm just going to talk about all those points that changed and why. So the first thing I want to talk about is that I was really irked about how difficult it is to build characters in this game, because as a guide maker, I really want to make these new character guides and really showcase them off in PvE and, more importantly, PvP. And this was really upsetting to me with this new character, Nymphonial, because I pulled her on stream. Everybody wanted me to show her off in Rango, and honestly, I knew at the bottom of my heart, even though I 6-starred level 50er, I got 2 dupes in her, and I just didn't have any gold lattices, right? So I was unable to get this Rhyme Bloom attack boost to 40%, and because of that, she is just not as good as Beyanton, and it feels really bad when people really want to see the new character and you're unable to provide that. And, it got me thinking, and even though I decided not to make videos because I would feel like if I made videos like that, it would be a disservice to the community, but after thinking about that, I'm just like, I can show her off as 111, the next week show her off at 113, and then eventually show her off at 413, and then like a month later show her off at what she actually is good at, which would be on my account as a bruiser with a 445. And because of that, instead of just making one really good detailed guide, it would actually just be like an entire month-long continuation. And as a content creator who wants to make daily videos, that actually is more appealing for me. So after thinking about it, I do like how there's not enough resources to truly build new characters in this game, and that this is actually a huge W for me. So in thinking of that, I actually do like, and I will be making character guides now, because I can really just showcase the progression versus the final product. I was thinking at the end goal, but it got me thinking that this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. So I'm going to just show that marathon from the first mile all the way to the end. The second thing I want to talk about is that in the previous video, I was rather upset when I saw that there was pulls missing from the Shell Story shop, and that made me just a little bit upset, really grinded my gears. But today they have announced that that was actually an error in the system, and it was a bug which they fixed, and they even compensated for it, which is a huge W in my book, because there's been a lot of things in this game that seem to not be a bug that were fixed and were called a bug fix, and we weren't compensated for those before. So I think it's a huge W that we're compensated now for this bug. So thank you so much to whoever did this. I really appreciate you giving those 3 pulls, because I need them as a competitive player, because when I pull for characters, I don't pull for just the base RGB characters. I need to pull for at least 2 dupes most of the time, so they're competitive in PvP. So I'm really glad that they added these pulls back, and it wasn't actual like consideration of taking them out, and it was just a bug. So huge W in my book. The next thing I want to talk about is making the harder PvE content guides. And what I really want to talk about is anti-sync echoes, because there isn't a replay option. So I have to decide then and there how I want to structure the video, and I like to do videos without Lily. So I decided to showcase Nell for the Lily slot in that, and really show how she is able to absolutely beat Apate on the hardest difficulty. And the problem with that is, of course, well, I used one of the best DPSs, and that's not going to help someone who doesn't have a Rahu that has a lot of lattices in it, right? And the unfortunate reality is I can't replay it, make a new video showcasing it without Rahu, and just really going about it that way. So that really bumped me out, but it got me thinking that, well, maybe that's a good thing that I can't really make PvE guides in this game, because we're here to play PvP. There shouldn't be that many PvE guides in a PvP gacha anyway. So after thinking about that, it's like, good. I get to make PvP videos, which is why I'm playing this game in the first place. So with that mindset, we can really just focus in and make the best PvP videos possible. So that's definitely going to be helpful because it's much easier making PvP videos than PvE videos anyway. So this was actually a blessing disguised as a curse. So I'm really grateful that I have realized this and I can focus on that PvP content that you want. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video letting you guys know that I'm going to go back to making Etheria Restart YouTube videos. I was just like in a bummer place, but in actuality what needed to happen was just me to realize that I'm not playing this game for PvE, I'm playing it for PvP. So with that in mind, I'm going to go back and I'm just only going to solely focus on PvP going forward. So hope you guys are glad about that. Let me know in the comments if you're glad that I'm going to start making Etheria Restart videos again, and let me know what you're going to have for dinner tonight. True Evil over and out.